And hello everybody, welcome back to another Plow Me video this week. In this week's video, we will be setting up for the month of May. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and tell your friends that I'll be posting a new Plow Me video every single month of this year. If you have yet to seen my other Plow Me videos for this year, I'll reiterate the theme for this year is Flowers of the Month. I'm copying the same thing Shada Campbell did, I think last year or the year before. So for the month of May, the flower is Lily of the Valley, or Lilies of the Valley, not quite sure. Very different from lilies, unfortunately. I would have rather have drawn lilies, but you know, whatever. It's just a flower. We won't hate on a flower. It takes too much energy to hate on a flower. But they are white, but as you know in my Instagram at Plan Like That, I usually pick a color for each theme. So for Lilies of the Valley, I'm going ahead and making them yellow instead of white. And since I've mentioned it, if you'd like to see the weekly spreads for this month or any of the months of this year, including last year and the year before that, then go ahead and check out my Instagram at Plan Like That, the same way it's spelled here. I'm using my colored pencils to color in the yellow of the flower buds, and then the green colored pencil for the stems and the leaves. I'm using my 005 for the outline of the flowers and the large circle around the month of May, but for the actual month of May I used my 05 micron pen. But that is the cover for this month. Moving on to the second spread for the monthly setup. This is the actual month itself. I am using my 05 to write out the word May, and then I'm going ahead and making the downstrokes thicker to try to emulate the calligraphy effect that I do quite enjoy but cannot do. Then I'm moving in, just like with my cover page, I'm using my yellow color pencil to color in the actual flower itself. Unfortunately, because of the exposure, you guys can't really see the yellow. Probably should have used my yellow marker like I did for the daffodils earlier in the year. They would have shown up a lot better on camera, so I apologize for that. But if you'd like to see a better visual of this spread, it's over on my Instagram, or it will be on my Instagram at the beginning of May. The first spread of the month is usually a close-up of a half of one of the calendars. So yeah, there's that. I'm using my Crayola color pencil in green as well to do the stems and the leaves, and then I'm outlining everything with my 005 micron pen. Again, this is from an 8-pack of micron pens that I got at Michael's craft store a couple of years ago when I was collecting stationery. Don't quite do that anymore. I haven't bought stationery in about 2 years, and I'm kind of proud of it. I'm just focusing on using all the stationery that I have now, but maybe in the future, one day, I'll make my own stationery, aka stickers, maybe, who knows. As of right now, I'm quite inspired to draw. There's a lot of things going on, and drawing is very therapeutic for me, I'll tell you that. And I quite like this drawing of Lilies of the Valley a lot more than the cover page. For the cover page, I was more focused on making a wreath like in January, but I should have just made something completely unique and different. I did not take that opportunity. Bummer. I'm using my 005 still to outline all of these squares for the month of May. Not using a ruler because I still don't know where it is, but these lines are straight enough for me. with the squares done, I'm adding the top letter, first letter for each day of the week, at the top of the month. And then to add a little bit more color, although you still can't see, I'm adding a little yellow circle to each top right hand corner of each square so I could write the number on top of it. Just add that little bit of color. I probably could have also added some lilies of the valley on the other side of the month as well, but that's something I just didn't do. Here with my 005 again, I'm just adding in the numbers for the month. .005 is my favorite micron pen. Every once in a while I have to remember that the thinness of this pen doesn't really show up that well, so my 05 is going to have to be my new favorite eventually. I think I messed up on a couple numbers, so I was using my white gel pen to white it out and then fix it later. But moving on to the last spread for the month of May, I'm just writing out the word notes at the bottom of the second page with my micron pen in 05, and then at the top of the previous page I'm writing out the word mood tracker. Same font I always use, it's a cursive font, and if this is an actual font on the computer, please let me know because I quite like it. And since the 05 is in my hand, I'm going ahead and outlining the stuff for the key at the bottom of my mood tracker with a happy face, a sad face, and 3 squares in the middle, indicating happy, sad, and neutral moods. For the actual lilies of the valley, I am drawing in the stems of the flower with my Crayola colored pencil, the Crayola colored pencil that I now have 2 sides to, which doesn't make any sense, but they're both useful. No matter how I pick up this colored pencil, I could draw with it. It saves me 2 seconds of my time. But yeah, after the stems, I think I go in and outline each and every, I outline each stem and I outline each bud of the lily of the valley just so it could pop up a little bit better on screen. And afterwards, I go in and I add the number of the day next to each flower so I could see what day correlates with what part of the flower. And afterwards, looking back at it, it kind of looks like a yard of corn. Doesn't it? Doesn't it just look like rows of corn? That's what corn looks like if you've ever seen a cornfield. That's the word I was looking for. It wasn't a yard, it was a field. A field of corn. That's what this reminds me of. Perhaps not the greatest drawing of lilies of the valley. Honestly, I've never heard of this flower before filming this plan with me. But it's pretty nonetheless. I'm learning all about flowers and different ways to draw them. Hopefully by the end of this year, when I want to draw a flower, it won't just be a hibiscus flower. Or the Hawaiian tropical flower, as most of us know it as. I did learn what kind of flower that was. And I'm going in and adding the numbers. I should be adding the numbers with my 005 micron pen. But afterwards, that's pretty much it for this plan video for this week. I'm going to go ahead and do a flip through real soon. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a like, subscribe, and tell your friends that I post a new plan video every single month of this year. And if you would like to see the weekly spreads for this year, last year, and the year before that, please go ahead and check out my Instagram at planlikethat, the same way it's spelled here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone is staying safe. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!